Hi guys, welcome to Butte Mountain Homestead. See, in a recent video, I think it was last week's video, I posted that I planted this Desert Plains Pennisetum, and I need to run drip to it. But I needed to go to the hardware store and get the other end, the female end to that, and I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. So I just use these. If I think I'm going to extend the hose in any way, shape, or form, is I will buy these that have a cap on the end. So that's the male end. And then you just attach, which I got some more 1/2" poly tube. And so what I'll do is I'll attach the female end to it and then pop in the poly tube and then run it all the way down to that plant. Like I said, I think this will tap out what can be on this line as far as how long the line goes. Now I can add stuff in between because it's still on that line, but that Litchfield Angel Rose is going to get about 5 to 6 feet wide. And you know, these shrubs in here are all going to fill in eventually. This is a lilac, and I see there's a new runner on it right there. So this lilac's going to take up this whole area. Probably, if I had to guess, you know, about 5 feet wide. I'd like it to be more, but that's just how it goes. So that'll put it out to about, maybe right there. So something else could eventually go right in here, because that Pennisetum is going to get 5 to 6 feet wide. So you see where I'm going. So I'll be able to put something right here, and then probably I'm going to move a lot of this dirt today, and I need to get these weeds out of here. But this Litchfield Angel will come out to about right here. So there'll be enough room to put stuff right there. And again, mindful about the other side, because that's where the fence line's going to go. So, and yeah, I got it all watered yesterday so I could do some stuff out here. But I moved this little, oh gosh, obelisk. It was over there, but there was 2 things and it just looked out of place. So I moved it, and then I moved Mr. Benny over here because I got a little Cupid for the cottage garden. So yeah, needed a little something out here. So that looks nice. It's going to be sad when the frost takes all these zinnias. It's going to be kind of bare for a little bit, but then the bulbs will push up. So anyways, I kind of like that blend. I might keep on with it. And I'm hoping today to get some things planted. So this is an Indian hawthorn. I can pull these weeds because, like I said, I really soaked this area in here. I can pull these weeds. But I have a forsythia that I think I can plant about right here. And then I have a whole bunch of sedum that Jean had started for me. So I might plop in a cluster of them right here and a cluster right here. And then do some bulbs in here. So I think that's what I'm going to work on while I'm waiting to do the greenhouse and the goat pen. So while I'm out here doing, or have time to do stuff like this, then that's what I'll do. I still have a few weeks to do some stuff like that, and this won't take me a day or 2 on stuff like that. So, and then I think I mentioned it before, but I sprinkled a whole packet of wildflower seeds between there and there. So kind of excited about that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to plant cluster of 3 like that, because it ends up making that look like a big shrub. So I really like that. So I think I'm going to do 3 about right here. That forsythia about right here. Now the only problem with that forsythia is where I'm kind of actually debating is that willow. That willow is going to come all the way over. It's just that and the elderberry at one point are going to meet when that's full grown. And that doubled in size since spring. So I have a feeling over the next probably 2 to 3 years, it's going to be kissing this area pretty close. So I don't know that I want the forsythia because it ends up being a low tree, kind of like the elderberry. So we'll see. And then the willow is going to go all the way over to here. I'm going to have to probably prune the willow. I'm going to have it pruned up high anyways, but I'm hoping it doesn't go much past there. So anyways, I'm going to get after that drip and then kind of work on this area right here. And or I'll just, because this ground has been worked too, is I might just plant the bulbs right here. I might just do that because that'll be, oh, what did I say? It'll be right here. So I might just do that to get this over with. So alrighty, I'm gonna get after it. Oh, and I just realized that I bought the wrong tube. Should have tested it in the store. My gut told me to test it in the store, and I didn't. Because that's 1/2 inch poly, and these are 1/2 inch couplers. But that tube just goes straight on through. So I need to go back and I need to take it back and get the 5/8. Because that's what I always use, but that's, I trusted the, I mean, it says it right on there. Says it right on there. 1/2 inch poly water hose, 50 feet. And these are 1/2 inch couplers. But so I'm gonna have to see if I have enough now to work this. Anywho, back to the hardware store I'll go. So I'll pick this up this week. So it'll be a multiple day video, but that's how it goes. Sorry guys. Okay, plan B. Jean's parents had some in the barn. So that's what I need, the blue stripe. So it was because it was a different brand that I trusted it. So anyways, and that'll fit. I think almost just perfectly or pretty close to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get it on there, and I found my tripod. Actually, Jean found my tripod after I bought a new one with a light. So I'm going to go get it and set it up and kind of show you what I'm doing. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and attach this onto here. Okay, got it on there. And it's supposed to be difficult to go on there. The last one actually was coming out the end. So, like I said, I don't know why they were marked that way. But now I'm just going to undo this one. Just attach it. Pretty snug there. And then I'll use a landscape stake to hold that down, but I don't want to do that yet till I get the other moved all the way over. So I'm going to do that real quick. Hopefully I don't make you dizzy. Run it all the way over there. Oh yeah, I have plenty. See if I can get this untangled without causing a problem. Oh yeah, I have plenty. So, you run it to here. Get on the I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach the same end that I had on the other one onto here, just in case I want to loop it back around for whatever reason. I have it. I could do a figure eight. Let me see if I have one here. Actually, I might just go ahead and use one of the figure eights. It's just as easy, and you know, that way it's done and I'm not wasting one of these, and these are less expensive anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and hook everything up, and then I'll cap it off. And I forgot my pruners, or my scissors, so I'm going to have to go get those real quick. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't need very much of this. Right now I'm just going to use one of these fan emitters, and as this gets bigger and I think it needs more water, then I'll just come in and either add a second one, or I'll switch it out for that drip tubing. So for right now I'm going to use this, so I don't need very much of the length. I'm going to use one of these barbed. Then it's been wound up, so I kind of straighten it out to where it's more straight. And when it's cold out, these don't want to get on there very easy, so, and my hands don't work how they used to, which is good, that way it doesn't pop off, but it can be stinkers sometimes. Sometimes it's not that easy just to pop something on. So there we go. I probably needed it a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Okay. Sure it's on. Right now, because it's little, I don't need it on that high. I'll change that as it gets bigger. And I give myself enough room to be able to fold it back on itself, so I'll show you. Put it on. And snug it up just like that. And here's one stake. Actually, I'm going to have to move some of that dirt out of the way, but for right now, I'm going to just stick it down just like that. There we go. Just like that. Actually, okay, so what I did was I got those staked down, and then I moved all of the soil that I'm not going to be using because of this grass growing big, so I moved it all over, and I kind of leveled, well, just made a high little berm area, kind of like I did over there. And then considering that this rose can possibly come to about right here, so I kind of tapered it off. And I wish I could run that line all the way to this rose, but I can't. I mean, I could, but I just don't want a chance that it's not going to stretch that far. So, and then I'm going to go ahead and plant these a little. I'm going to plant them down to soil level. They need about 4 inches. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them in there now, and then I'm going to pick up some more soil tomorrow, and then I'll just cover them, and then I'm going to cover them with mulch. So I have the bulb tone, and I went and pulled up a couple irises because I did get those irises pruned. Okay, Gene had wrote up down below and wanted me to go let Lewis out so he could go for a run and go help him with something. So where he was doing, Lewis could go with him. So anyways, so bulb tone, I dug up 2 irises that are just the normal purple. I have this like really almost black and lavender bearded iris. There's 3 in there, so that'll give me 5. So I'm going to put those at the back. And I am going to come about right in here. And if this ends up getting as big as I hope it does, then I can always move stuff. But for right now, I want it full. So I might actually just come from about where that trowel is over to here. Kind of do it that way. And then I have all the goodies. I have the orange tulips, which are the same that are in that bed during the spring. I have these pretty little dahlia daffodils. These were all from Home Depot. There's some purple. They just say purple. And then these, I believe, are the rest of the alliums. So they're purple and white, I believe. Nope, just purple, because I had white ones. So I'm going to get those all in there. And then I will get a cluster of sedum planted somewhere in the middle of there. And then a cluster of sedum planted down there. And then, like I said, tomorrow I will top this off with a bag of soil and mulch. And then that'll be it. I might kind of test. I might go ahead and see if I can run some line to this. Usually though, when I'm watering this corner, which includes the tree and that rose bush, that'll get this. That's why this is wet. So I might hold off. Like I said, we're going into winter. If I feel we need to, then I will. I'm hoping this next season, spring season, we can use our sprinkler system, because there is a sprinkler head, I believe, right in here somewhere. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get these in the ground and get this video wrapped up. So with irises, you want to plant them really, really shallow. These roots end up kind of spaghettiing over. So you just want, this was literally sitting on top of the soil. And then this was all down below, kind of off to the side. So I'm going to do exactly that same thing about right here. And the ones from Home Depot, they're a little crispy crittered, but I'm going to kind of intersperse those. And these will multiply within 3 years. This will all be filled in. So I'm not worried about that, but I just hope these take off. So, and I'm just going to use bulb tone for this. So I'm just going to I'm going to get rocks out of there. Really shallow. That way it's just sitting right on top of the soil. And everything will get watered in when I'm done. So there's one, and I'll show you the rest when I'm all done. So, okay, so their placement looks a little hokey right now, but I just have to trust the process with growth of other plants. I had that one moved back, but seriously, if that gets 6 feet wide like the ones in the potager, then I'm going to be moving it anyways. So for right now, I'll let it grow. Same with that grass. I'll just let all of this grow, and if I need to move them, I will. Now I'm going to disperse a whole lot of bulbs. And then when the bulbs are done, I'll have annuals to fill in the space. I might actually transplant some of those black-eyed Susans that are up here, right up here. I'm going to probably transplant some of those over here too. And I might do that first. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and get all these planted, get those transplanted, and then I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, so from Rudbeckia or black-eyed Susans from reseeding themselves, I'm going to be able to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in here, and they will reseed themselves like crazy. So, and then that'll give me, I'll know, since they're going in first, then I can do the bulbs around them and plan accordingly. And then next year I can do annuals, which are done shallow anyways, on top, because the bulbs are going to be down below. So, and the I might plant the black-eyed Susans a little shallow. Oop, and I hear my guys coming home. So anyways, I'm gonna get after it. Okay, I've got them packed in there pretty good. They're gonna be in clusters. So, I mean, there's the orange ones, then there's, I think those are orange ones, nope, orange, orange, orange. Nope, there's 5 groups of orange. Anyways, I know for sure 2, 3, 4, that's only 20. Anyways, and then the alliums and the purple tulips and the daffodils. So they're all in there, and they're going to fill in really nice. So our area can get really tricky with tulips, so I just treat them as annuals. If they come back, they do great. Not, but I can always add stuff. But that's going to get packed in pretty good. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up, guys, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. It was just something a little gardening related, but a little different too. And I am going to run that drip over here. I'm going to, and then I'll test it to see if it'll work. So anyways, have a great week, and do what makes you happy. Always be kind.